2022 NFL Week 11 picks, plus Week 10 pick results, plus is there a quarterback controversy brewing in Arizona? That's what we're talking about today on the Callous Mind Talking Head Sportscast. 2022 NFL Week 10 pick results were as follows. 6 wins, 8 losses. The Falcons immediately lose for me on Thursday night. Seattle, I had confidence in them that they could beat Tampa in Germany, and they did not. The Vikings win. Boy, that was a nail-biter game, and that was borderline game of the week material right there. I actually have a poll out on Twitter, which I will leave the URL in the description box below this video. It may be too late to vote in that poll, but I'd ask which games were the games of the week. Was it Detroit, Chicago, or was it Minnesota, Buffalo? And I gotta say, man, there were some really close nail-biter games this weekend. I picked the Bears, and then they ended up losing to the Lions. The Chiefs kept winning. The Dolphins kept winning. The Raiders lose again. The Cardinals get a win against the Los Angeles Rams on the road with a backup quarterback. That is incredible. And then, surprisingly enough, the Washington Commanders defeat the Philadelphia Eagles and give them their first loss of the year on Monday Night Football. I mean, good Lord. Raise your hand if you had the Commanders beating the Eagles on Monday Night Football. There was a guy, I think, out on Outkick who had said not only would the Commanders cover the point spread, but they might just win the game. I scoffed at it. I tweeted, made fun of it, and I ended up eating my words because, lo and behold, the Commanders won that game. So, hey, what can I say? I was wrong, and I will humbly eat those words and say I was wrong. 2022 Week 11 picks are as follows. The games begin on Thursday night, November 17th. That's Tennessee versus Green Bay, and I don't know if I buy into Green Bay beating Dallas. I don't know if they've turned the corner or not, so I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans on the road to get the big win at Lambeau Field. Starting Sunday's matchups is Chicago at Atlanta, and I probably should go ahead and take Chicago in this game, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons at home to defeat the Chicago Bears. Next game, Cleveland at Buffalo. Buffalo, man, is coming off of a couple of really stinging losses there. I think they're going to have the additional motivation, plus they're at home, plus they may have some weather on their side, so I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills at home to defeat the Cleveland Browns. Next game, Philadelphia at Indianapolis. I don't know if Jeff Saturday's team can pull that magic 2 weeks in a row, and I don't know if the Eagles are ready to lose 2 straight. So I'm going to take the Eagles to fly on the road at the Indianapolis Colts. Next game, AFC East matchup, New York Jets take on the New England Patriots. As much as I'd like to pick the Jets in this game, I'm still kind of fearful of doing that against the Patriots, especially when they are at home. So I will take Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots at home to defeat the New York Jets. Next game, Los Angeles Rams heading to New Orleans to take on the Saints. And I should probably pick the Rams in this game. However, I'm not sure if Matthew Stafford is going to be starting this game. And I got to say that the Rams are kind of anemic this season, suffering a severe case of Super Bowl hangover or just bad luck, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to take the Saints at home to get the win against the Rams. Next game, Detroit Lions visiting the New York They Might Be Giants. And I think the Giants will win this game, so I'll take the Giants at home against the Detroit Lions. Next game, Carolina at Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to take the Ravens and Lamar Jackson at home against the Carolina Panthers. Next game, Washington Commanders at Houston Texans. The Commanders are a gritty, scrappy team, and they just took the 0 from the loss column of the Philadelphia Eagles. With that in mind, I'm going to take the Washington Commanders on the road to defeat the Houston Texans. Next game, Las Vegas Raiders at Denver Broncos. Classic AFC West matchup. Hopefully, and I know that I've been saying this week after week, but hopefully the Raiders can finally get their shit right and win, especially this interdivisional game. Although, you know, probably making the playoffs and all that stuff's lost by now, but I'm going to take the Raiders on the road to defeat the Denver Broncos. Next game, Dallas at Minnesota. Dallas just lost to the Green Bay Packers in kind of a stunning, dramatic fashion. And I think the Vikings are the team in the NFC North. So if Dallas couldn't handle Green Bay, I don't think they're going to be able to handle Minnesota either. So I'll take the Minnesota Vikings at home to defeat the Dallas Cowboys. Next game, Cincinnati at Pittsburgh Steelers. This is an AFC North matchup. I'll take the Bengals on the road to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next game, Kansas City at Los Angeles Chargers. This is another AFC West matchup. I'll take the Kansas City Chiefs on the road to defeat the Los Angeles Chargers. And then finally on Monday Night Football, that is actually Vanessa's birthday, November 21st. Happy birthday, Vanessa, on the 21st. San Francisco visits the Arizona Cardinals. And I don't know who's starting this weekend. I don't know if it's going to be, or on this game, I don't know if it's going to be Kyler or Colt McCoy. I feel like the Cardinals may be in better hands when Colt McCoy is their quarterback, but maybe that's just me. Either way, I'm going to hope that it's Colt McCoy, and I'm going to also hope that the Cardinals win this game. So I will take the Big Red to rise up Red Sea and get the win. So I'll take the Cardinals at home to defeat the San Francisco 49ers. And the teams with byes this week are the Miami Dolphins, Seattle Seahawks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, this story looks like it was curated from the Arizona Republic. This says more, no quarterback controversy in Arizona. It's Colt McCoy's job. Ooh. There is no quarterback controversy after the Arizona Cardinals defeated the Los Angeles Rams 27-17 at SoFi Stadium on Sunday. It's Colt McCoy's job to lose. As a backup, you never know when your opportunity is going to strike, McCoy said. Quite honestly, I want Kyler Murray to be healthy. He's a phenomenal player, but in this situation, with linemen out, our backs against the wall, a division game on the road, I dug deep and was proud to go out there and play as hard as I can. I'm not saying this lightly. Kyler Murray is the most talented athlete I've ever been around. If he had come up 20 years ago, he'd be a two-sport guy like Deion Sanders or Bo Jackson. Well, that's hefty praise. Murray is the most electrifying, most elusive, most exciting runner I've seen. It's like he's Reggie Bush and the rest of the NFL is Fresno State. And he's so accurate that he should have his own skin of Fortnite for players who get wins with a sniper rifle. But the team played better for McCoy, and if Cliff Kingsbury and Steve Keim want to save their jobs and make the playoffs, they'll make sure that Murray takes all the time he needs to heal from that tweaked hamstring. For the sake of the franchise, let's all hope Murray is learning as he rehabs. Intangibles matter in the NFL. Players know when they need to focus more. They see who shows up early and stays late, and they know who communicates a game plan most effectively. McCoy is not as talented as Murray, never has been, never will be, but he knows his strengths. Like last year when Chandler Jones wasn't making any plays, McCoy pulled Jones aside and said, I'm paraphrasing here, hey, I don't know you that well, and I don't mean to say something out of line, but you're Chandler Stinking Jones. It looks like you're thinking out there on the field. You should just remember that you're one of the best ever and go play your game. Just go be yourself. Let's see here. Jones ended up with a pair of sacks and helping lead the Cardinals to a win. That kind of motivation can go further than you might think if you're an offensive lineman who had to go up against Aaron Donald and one of the most fearsome pass rushes of all time. I just tried to preach all week long that they've got the best player in the game out there on defense, McCoy said after the game. They're a very good pass rush, and if the ball doesn't come out in time, in rhythm, we're not going to win the game. The execution side of what we did offensively worked. There's a lot that played into it. I thought the offensive line did an outstanding job. I was playing with 4 guys I've never played with before. I just wanted to take care of them. They took care of me and played outstanding. I'll leave a link to this article in the description box below, but before I get off of this article, I just want to read some of these comments. Colt McCoy is a well above average leader with a very average skill set. Murray has no clue what makes a leader with an above average skill set. With the positive reactions of the players today, it is obvious Murray has lost his teammates' faith in him and just needed somebody like Colt to get them going again. Murray has some major work to do. And somebody else said, well said. It blows my mind how some players can't grasp this is the ultimate team game. It's just words, it's the truth. 11 guys working toward a common goal. One piece doesn't work, the whole system breaks down. 11 personalities, needs, wants. Heck, 50% or more of the job of QB is to manage the other 10. Putting 10 other people in the best possible position to do what they need to do well enough for the entirety of that 11-man group to succeed. So, there you go. That's going to do it for today's episode of the Callous Mind Talking Head Sportscast. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And there is a very small quantity of FJB coins left. So if you're interested, I suggest you get out there and purchase yours today because they're going, and soon will be gone. I hope you all will take good care of yourselves, be good to each other, and until I speak with you again next week, God bless.